I found something really cool, super cool, in fact. I love drinking Bordeaux once it's kind of gone past that, that primary stage and starting to get into those secondary flavors that, we all come to love with Bordeaux. And when the representative from Château Giscours came to our store, she offered us just that, an ex-Château bottling of the 2015 Château Giscours Ex-Château. Did I say Ex-Château already? I can't remember. Well, anyway, Ex-Château. And I'm like, sure. Yeah. So she had these wines, and she had this one, which is a 2015, which, by the way, 2015, great year, a year that kind of followed basically 2010 as the next great vintage in Bordeaux. 11, 12, 13, 14, it had some good classic vintages within there, like 12 and 14 were very good classic vintages in Bordeaux. But 15 kind of like said, okay, I'm back to where we were in 9 and 10. And so with the 2015 Giscours, when she brought that in and we tasted it, we're like, Yahtzee. And the fact is that we can sell this wine, which is a 97 Enthusiast, 96 James Eckley, 96 Jeff Levy Wine Cellar Insider, 95 Decanter, 95 I think it was Jeff Dunnick, no, Neil Martin. We were just like, bring it on. I mean, because realistically, if you try to find a 10-year-old anything with that kind of press, especially from the Margaux appellation, at that price, it's impossible. So we said, let's do this. Now let's talk a little bit. Giscours is a classified third growth. It's right as you enter Margaux. When you cross the borderline from the Haut-Medoc to Margaux, the first property you see on the left up the D2 is just Château Giscours. And so there's really interesting terroir there. It's Margaux, but it doesn't quite have the terroir as like the terroir like up in the north. And as such, the Cabernet really thrives there. So someone explained something to me really interesting, that Margaux is kind of really isolated when it comes to all the appellations in the Medoc. So you first have Margaux, and then you have Molly and whatnot, and then you go up. You have Saint Julien and Pauillac and Saint Estèphe. And someone said, like, a lot of times when hail comes in, it kind of misses Margaux. And so in 15, I was told by another chateau that Margaux was like the appellation. And based on the way this wine tasted when I tasted it last, I kind of agree. But let's go back to Giscours. So in the mid-90s, a Dutch, very rich Dutch guy, he decided that he was going to invest in chateaus. And so he bought Château du Terret and Château Giscours. And so he hired a fellow Dutchman, Alexander van Beek, to run the estate. And Alexander, who's married to Veronique Sanders from Aubailly, so the wine is in their veins, basically turn this property around. Seriously. Giscours made good wines, prior to 90s, but never like they're making them now. And in fact, even if you go past the 2015 to the 18, 19, 20, 22, the scores are nuts that this wine is getting. It's truly an amazing transformation, from where Giscours was back in the mid-90s to where it is today. It's one of the top estates in Margaux. But the cool thing about Giscours is the price. You know, it's not like priced like a lot of high-end Pauillac wines or Saint Julien wines, or even Margaux wines for that matter. When you look at the scores that the wines get, you know, I mean, and I mean, realistically, at $69.98 is what we're selling this wine for. It's 10 years old. It's ex-Château. It comes straight from the winery. You know, they did the aging for you. This wine's a baby. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, I remember tasting it when the representative came in, and this was like, you know, a few months ago, but now that it's in stock, and so it's like, let's do this. And so I'm like, yeah, can you send me a sample for the video? And they're like, yeah, sure. Very cool, by the way. Sorry. Kind of getting into the wine here. Fine tannins. You know, when you have ripeness like in 2015, you want balance. You want freshness, acidity, tannins, and all that stuff put together. I mean, and this wine's got it all. It's got, the fruit is primary, but it's starting to hit that window. You know, we just opened this bottle, by the way. It's starting to hit that window to where it's, you're getting the nuances of Margaux. So you're getting the violets, you're getting, you know, that very prettiness of Margaux, but you're getting power, because this is 70% Cabernet Sauvignon, 25% Merlot, 5% Petit Verdot, 50% New Oak, I think 17 months in wood. Hand-picked, optical sorted, hand sorted. I mean, you name it, they do it. Wine's beautiful. What I love about buying ex-Château wines is the fact that you get this pristine. It's pristine. You know, it's not like some guy bought it like in 18, you know, whatever, and threw it in an auction, and you know, you don't know where it's been. We know where this has been. You know, so, and that's what I love about, you know, when you get something like Château, because you have the 10-year, you know, the 10 years of age, so you see the evolution. But you can easily age this wine for another 10, 20 years, no problem. It's got the structure, and you can feel it in this wine. So I don't know, man, when you're talking scores in the upper 90s and $70 and 10 years of age, and I mean, truly a great wine for the money, and that's why it's here. So, like, subscribe. It's Friday. College football is on TV, in the store, machines. It's fun. You come in, get some cheese from the cheese shop, Beverly Hills, some Torres potato chips, 24 selections. And in fact, we are going to add, for the center, wines from Saint-Emilion. So anyways, have a great weekend. Definitely come see us if you're around, and buy this wine.